Jim mentions undoing things. There is this shakeup of the Dow today. Nvidia is being added to the blue chip index, and as a result, Intel is out after a 25-year run. S&P Dow Jones Indices says it wanted to ensure a representative exposure to semis. Sherwin-Williams will join the Dow as well, replacing Dow Inc., and those changes effective prior to the open of trading on Friday. Jim today mentions the lack of money index to the Dow.
I mean, this is the type of thing, before David gets into his atavistic rap about Dow Jones. This came out, I was doing my show. I have a show. And every time I say my show, my wife says it's the network show, it's not your show.
It is, they own it.
Right. But suddenly NVIDIA's up 3 on this. Of course, David, there's no money really indexed to it.
There's no money indexed to it.
This reverses.
Atavistic,
right? This
anachronistic, however you want to talk about it, something out of its proper place and time. It is a price-weighted index. It is statistically insignificant. They had to keep it price-weighted because they started it that way, and why we even spend time talking about it is beyond.
Okay, I'll tell you why. We do, because even though I say NVIDIA, only don't trade it, NVIDIA will go back to where it was Friday before this announcement came, and Intel is the one you want to buy. Pat Gelsinger and I, tight.
What did you just say? What came out of your mouth just now?
Told you, Pat Gelsinger and I are tight. That stock's done going down. It's ridiculous.
The sun also rises. I'm just reading it now. Tight means drunk. Just letting you know.
Pat's not even
Hemingway.
Pat doesn't drink.
I know. I'm just saying. Things change. But back then,
talk about being inconsistent. Isn't he a Wall of Shame alum?
You were drunk.
No, Intel bottomed. That was a very good quarter. Pat Gelsinger showed tremendous humility. And I think that matters because before we got bravado, and he basically said, listen, we're a little behind. We're going to catch up. They don't have any really
Speaking of inconsistencies, are you now going positive on Intel?
Yes.
Is that what I'm hearing here?
Absolutely.
What?
I am.
What?
What if...
I am.
What if Speaker Johnson and President Trump try to repeal the CHIPS Act, as we heard a lot of about Friday night?
Wow. I mean, you just have empty shell buildings? I think it's hard.
Intel hasn't got any money yet anyway. They haven't met the
they will meet it because
they need to.
They will meet it because your pals at Brookfield.
I need a minute here.
Your pals at Brookfield, they made it happen.
I wasn't here on Friday or Thursday, so I don't know if I missed this.
Try not to miss work, and you'll get the insight.
I was working on Thursday.
That's right. You came in. You had an idea that we're going to go with Zaslav. What was that? The Zaslav trade? What is that? I have to see Zaslav see where I'm working.
Give me a quick summary of why you have suddenly changed course on Intel.
Because after the election, Qualcomm said they might or may not buy Intel. In the meantime, Intel bit the bullet, took the losses, took the charge. Their CFO prevailed. On the call, Gelsinger did not say, we're number one, we're the best. He admitted they almost had New York Giants status, if I can really go there. Anyone worse? Not that I know of. And I feel like that it's a brand new Intel.
So it couldn't get worse. So it only can get better.
Perfect.
Thank you.
God, he's good. He's really good.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I know. I like it.
Is their incremental success come at the cost of AMD? Someone else?
No. I think that there's plenty of room for everybody. I think that what I liked about Intel was, one, Qualcomm could make that takeover bid because it's not a big company anymore, David. It's not a big company. But two, their balance sheet improved.
In the constantly evolving world of technology, where only a handful of players manage to capture the spotlight, there's one name that's making waves across the global stage like never before: Nvidia. The stock market is abuzz with excitement, and for a good reason. As whispers of Nvidia's groundbreaking advancements in artificial intelligence send ripples through both Wall Street and Silicon Valley, investors are left eagerly anticipating what's next. But what exactly is sparking this frenzy? Tantalizing hints point towards a new innovation, Blackwell, poised to transform the landscape of AI technology. With its reputation as a market leader in AI chips, Nvidia stands shoulder to shoulder with tech giants, marking its territory as a pivotal force in the trillion-dollar AI industry. What unfolds next could very well redefine Nvidia's trajectory, and yours too, if you're keen to harness the potential of the tech surge ahead. Welcome back, everyone, to Investocracy.
What's your reaction to how the market is processed Nvidia's numbers? It, of course, fell initially in the pre-market. Yesterday morning it was doing all right, and then it did close more meaningfully down by the end of the session yesterday.
Well, I think Nvidia is one of these stocks that has become part of a stock market lore. Almost everyone has a position, and I don't think the results and the earnings changed anyone's minds about AI and the central role it's playing in both global productivity, but also NVIDIA's role. But I think the sell-off tells you that a lot of good news was priced in. I think that's why the stock fell. It didn't take the broader market down. I think that was kind of a positive outcome, and I think it just shows you that there's room for a lot of rotation, and I think that it's revealing that small caps is one of the groups benefiting from that rotation.
Diving deeper into the labyrinth of NVIDIA's recent escapades, the focal point remains crystal clear: the Blackwell architecture. This isn't just a buzzword. For NVIDIA, it's the ticket to an AI-driven future. With plans unveiled for Blackwell poised to materialize as early as the fourth quarter, the anticipation of seeing this project flourish is palpable. Imagine the scenario of the local ice cream shop running out of stock on a summer day. That's how customers react to NVIDIA's upcoming offerings. Demand is through the roof, transcending supply chains and industry expectations. The numbers also paint a vivid picture of NVIDIA's prowess. Consider the recent stat: a skyrocket of 2,700% in their stock over just 5 years, bolstered by an astonishing near 200% rise within the current year. The secret sauce lies in their unyielding command over the AI sphere, a feat quantified by the steadfast growth of the $200 billion market predicted to burst into a $1 trillion empire within the decade. What's simultaneously enthralling and reassuring for investors is NVIDIA's ecosystem enhancement strategy, vividly demonstrated by acquisition moves, including Brev and Shoreline. These strategic expansions into artificial intelligence and machine learning domains fortify NVIDIA's stronghold on the AI front. A glance at the trade dynamics reveals another tale of evolution. Pushing forward with a stock split decision, NVIDIA not only made its shares more attractive to a wider investor base, but also ensured accessibility for those keen to ride the AI wave. But before we go any further, if you want to keep up with NVIDIA's latest updates and keep up with the stock market's latest news, you can follow our Twitter account. We post multiple times daily about the biggest changes and catalysts in the market, so click the follow button if you don't want to miss the newest market updates.
Well, first of all, I think there are several things that are very different about us. The first thing is to remember that AI is not about a chip. AI is about an infrastructure. Today's computing is not build a chip and people come buy your chips, put it into a computer. That's really kind of 1990s. The way that computers are built today, if you look at our new Blackwell system, we designed 7 different types of chips to create the system. Blackwell is one of them. So the amazing thing is when you want to build this AI computer, people say words like supercluster, infrastructure, supercomputer, for good reasons. Because it's not a chip, it's not a computer per se. And so we're building entire data centers. By building the entire data center, if you just ever look at one of these superclusters, imagine the software that has to go into it to run it. All the software that's inside that computer is completely bespoke. Somebody has to go write that. So the person who designs the chip and the company that designs that supercomputer, that supercluster, and all the software that goes into it, it makes sense that it's the same company because it'll be more optimized, it'll be more performant, more energy efficient, more cost effective. And so that's the first thing. The second thing is AI is about algorithms, and we're really, really good at understanding what is the algorithm, what's the implication to the computing stack underneath, and how do I distribute this computation across millions of processors, run it for days on end, with the computer being as resilient as possible, achieving great energy efficiency, getting the job done as fast as possible, so on and so forth. And so we're really, really good at that. And then lastly, in the end, AI is computing. AI is software running on computers. And we know that the most important thing for computers is install base, having the same architecture across every cloud, across on-prem to cloud, and having the same architecture available, whether you're building it in the cloud in your own supercomputer or trying to run it in your car or some robot or some PC, that having that same identical architecture that runs all the same software is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's called install base. And so the discipline that we've had for the last 30 years has really led to today. And it's the reason why the most obvious architecture to use if you were to start a company is to use NVIDIA's architecture, because we're in every cloud, we're anywhere you like to buy it. And whatever computer you pick up, so long as it says NVIDIA inside, you know you can take the software and run it.
Amidst the technological narrative, it's noteworthy how traditional tech stalwarts such as AMD and Intel collaborate on NVIDIA's MGX platform to concoct a lineup exceeding 100 system designs. This joint venture not only propels NVIDIA's innovations, but effectively cuts the costs and hastens the developmental timeline for manufacturers worldwide. And if there's a silver lining to NVIDIA's price-to-earnings dialogue, it's the reassurance gleamed from respected data indices like Y-charts, reiterating that despite a lofty price tag, NVIDIA still retains a sensible valuation in the realm of progressive growth stocks. In candid jesting, if trading were akin to artificial intelligence, NVIDIA would undoubtedly hold the instructional guide, the chips, and the software, leaving competitors to scramble for what's left of the aisles. But before going any further, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
Well, in our company, we use it for computer graphics. We can't do computer graphics anymore without artificial intelligence. We compute 1 pixel, we infer the other 32. It's incredible. And so we hallucinate, if you will, the other 32. And it looks temporally stable, it looks photorealistic, and the image quality is incredible, the performance is incredible. The amount of energy we save, computing 1 pixel takes a lot of energy, that's computation. Inferencing the other 32 takes very little energy, and you can do it incredibly fast. So one of the takeaways there is AI isn't just about training the model. Of course, that's just the first step. It's about using the model. And so when you use the model, you save enormous amounts of energy, you save enormous amount of time, processing time. So we use it for computer graphics. If not for AI, we wouldn't be able to serve the autonomous vehicle industry. If not for AI, the work that we're doing in robotics, digital biology, just about every tech bio company that I meet these days are built on top of NVIDIA. And so they're using it for data processing or generating proteins for new...
That seems like a super exciting space.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah. Small molecule generation, virtual screening. Just that whole space is going to get reinvented for the very first time with computer-aided drug discovery because of artificial intelligence. And so incredible work being done there.
The burning question that remains is the optimal moment to embrace NVIDIA within your investment portfolio. As signs gleam towards prosperity, a pragmatic approach would be considering an investment stance now, in anticipation of a potential hike post-November earnings. A cautious analysis portrays NVIDIA not just as another tech giant, but a financial bet rooted in strategic, innovative foresight. With a valuation that promises both security and growth, NVIDIA remains an attractive prospect despite having experienced not just a rally, but a transformational journey across 2024. Analysts' projections echo a continued surge, marking an upside potential by nearly 32% from its current standpoint. Hence, whether you're a seasoned investor or a curious novice, the NVIDIA narrative compels one to ponder. As the AI market eyes a meteoric rise, will you capitalize on the trends set by NVIDIA? Before the fiscal landscape morphs entirely, share your insights. How do you see NVIDIA's pioneering path shaping the broader AI industry? And what are your investment strategies amidst such groundbreaking advancements? And finally, if you would like to know what companies like NVIDIA have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen.